If you're clicking on this video, you most likely have seen that clip of Seth Rogen in like a podcast or whatever that says, if you just never give up on what you want to do, you eventually will make it. And like, he's kind of right in a way.
The only way to mitigate not being successful is to not quit. That's it. If you don't quit, you might make it. And if you quit, you definitely won't. And people get lucky very at random times through random ways. I always think about like Ian McKellen. Like, had you heard of him before he was 65 years old? Like that guy, I had never fucking heard the words Ian McKellen until he was Magneto in X-Men. Then all of a sudden he's like in Lord of the Rings. He's one of the most famous people on earth. He got famous when he's like 60. Like that's what happens to people sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like, you never know, you know? And so I think that is what's interesting and if you like it, then just don't quit. And as long as you have enough to survive, then just keep trying to do it, you know?
I think on like creatively is very different than like Hollywood and like the music industry and everything else. He is kind of right. I have been creating content for almost 7 years now. I conveniently started right before COVID, but I'm getting closer and closer to the point where I could make decent money. I'm not saying that it would be like enough for me to quit my job and be full-time content creator, but it's enough where it's like this can build a decent nest egg. This could get me to a point where I could put a down payment on a house. Like this could be stuff, if I invest it correctly, could financially change my future. At the same time, I've been doing it so long and I've built so many relationships in the creative space that like it's been good and beneficial for me that's also how I've got to this point. Because realistically, in my content that I create, I don't find myself funny. I don't think I feel like I am in the group that drags the group down in a sense. Like I see myself not as a helper in the group, more as just like a benefiter, because like everyone else in the group is so quick-witted and so they're more funny than me. And I don't see myself as like a funny person comparing myself to them. Like I think my content or what I find good about my humor doesn't work in the humor that like my group does. I try, like I definitely try. I want to get better. And so like I try to look up things and do things to like kind of get my brain going so I can get better at it. But at the same time, like I feel like I'm the one that like is benefiting more than is contributing. And so like that kind of makes me feel like shit. But like I'm going to keep working at it because I at the same time, like that's part of being a creator is grinding and getting better and doing things better. Because at the end of the day, like your catalog, the work you put in over these years is kind of your career. Because when you become a big enough creator, people sub to you aren't just going to watch that one video and be like, this guy's funny, I'm going to subscribe for future content. Like as soon as you subscribe, like YouTube, TikTok, like wherever you're at, they're going to start throwing you the old catalog. Any videos, they'd be like, oh, you like this specific video? Well, here's like another horror game that they played. Here's another GTA video they played. Here's another video where they just do funny impressions. Like they're going to keep throwing other stuff at you because you like that one video. They're going to keep recommending the other videos because you subscribe to this creator. And that is where you really do make it as a creator, is building the catalog to then show off for the future. Like it's so important to have like a good initial start to a video. But there have been so many times where I've posted a video and then just randomly gets a bump like 3 days later, which usually the first couple of days are crucial. A few days later, sometimes I've had a bump on a video that I posted like 3 years later. I randomly started getting comments on an old Apex video with a shitty ass thumbnail. I'm pretty sure it was auto-generated because I couldn't think of a good thumbnail. And so it auto-generated a thumbnail and it started randomly jumping up, like tripling its views. So it's like, yeah, if you don't give up on content creation, you will benefit in the long run. You will make it as long as you don't give up. Like, yeah, like for me, 7 years, I haven't made it. I've had a lot of success over the years. Like I have had great success on every platform I've posted to, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Like I've had success on all of them. Like, and I've been extremely grateful that I've had success on them because like you hit success on one and it's not likely you'll hit success on the other. Sometimes it's just a lucky day on the algorithm for you. And just to be grateful enough that I've been able to do it on all of them, and I've been able to decent following on all of them, and enough to where I can make money on all of them is extremely grateful, because some of my friends haven't got to that point yet. And it's like, I know how much work they put in. Like, some of them do so much more. They are putting in an actual 9 to 5, and it's like, I can't sometimes. I'll get burnt out just because I'm doing something dumb that I think will, at the end of the day, I think will benefit me in the future. It will just completely drive me and burn me out, because it's like, I can't live up to the standards of my future at the moment. Because at the end of the day, like, I want my content to outlast a meme that will go on for 3 weeks or something. Like, I want to make sure that I can post a video and it can still be funny in 2 years. It can still be good in, a decade and now, where people will go back and be like, oh, that was a good video. Because there are videos that I will go watch that I have to go to, like, an old YouTube channel and have to go through the likes because I can't find the video anymore. Like, it's too niche of a video for me to find. And so I have to go that way to find the old videos, because they, at the same time, they're the same creators that they have posted for over a decade. They're at like 15 years at this point, and they just never gave up. And so that's why they've built such a following. They've been able to, convert just streaming YouTube and creating YouTube videos into, streaming for thousands of people still 15 years later in the future. Like, KYR Speedy is exactly who I'm thinking of. Like, he was able to pivot and still is having an insanely successful career. And yeah, what I'm doing now might not be what I end up being successful in or being able to quit my job doing, because, like, you never know. Like, it's always good to experiment and do things. It's kind of why I do this channel, because at the end of the day, like, where I don't think I'm funny, I do think it would be beneficial for me to also speak in in a context like this, like being able to have my own platform where I could just talk. Because at the same time, that I'm not saying I would ever want to be a streamer, but like, being able to just speak and talk and do this is beneficial, just because, like, you never know. Like, what if something happens to with me and my friends and I can't make any more content anymore with them? Like, God knows that would suck, and I never want that to happen. But can I make content by myself? Can I produce? Can I just be funny by myself? Can I do anything by myself? Am I so dependent on my friends that I can't be better? And so that's like, it's like, yeah, you always got to find something, because in content's always changing. It's always changing. You have to adapt or you will die. And that's the one thing that's different than Hollywood for sure. Because if you get in a Hollywood TV show, yeah, you're the it for like a year, because they're going to keep replaying your videos on TV, or you're going to be in interviews that will be popular and all these things. Like, you can milk it for a decent bit. But like, if you have a viral video, like 2 weeks ago, like I got lucky enough on a video that posted and got, overall platforms could be close, I don't know, maybe 2 million views, like super beneficial. If I post a video now, that thing could get like 20. Like, it comes with the territory of trying to make content online. Like, you could be extremely grateful for content that you get one day, can't expect it the next. And so that's why you have to build that catalog, because if you build the catalog, that is, yeah, I keep saying it, but that is how you make your career. Because if you don't give up, that catalog is what's going to save you. And so it's so beneficial that if you really, really, really want to be a content creator, never give up. Take time that you need to. Take a few weeks. Don't take a year, because it's just like someone saying, I'm gonna take a year off of college and I'll come back. You're never gonna come back. And if you do, you've lost all momentum. You're gonna come back thinking, like, I'm too out. I'm too old. I can't do this anymore. I'm not as funny as I used to be. It's like, because you're just gonna keep doubting yourself because it's been so long. It's like, there's a reason I quit, and so that's, you're always gonna keep thinking about that. So like, do something. Like, whether you just were burnt out, post a short. Do something that, like this. Like, I haven't really posted a video in like 3 weeks, because I've started to enjoy video games again, so it's nice. But I'm posting this because it's like, this might trigger me back to getting to edit again. This is gonna help me produce that video that I've been, I like, that I want to post, but it's just like, just the thought of doing the grueling subtitlings or like really like diving in that's going to take me a long time. It's like sometimes it's such a mental task. And so that's what you guys just do little things. So whether or not you are going to keep posting, you got to post that short or post something, like get something that you know will bring you back into content. And so it really is just to take time if you need it, but never, ever, ever give up. If you really, really want this and you think you can make it as a career, whether it's music, whether it is in being an actor, whether it is being a content creator, whether it is being the best at a speed run, like whatever you want it to be that you think you could survive, you could make a career, or you just think you could actually do, why ever give up on it? Like dreams die because you stop believing. And the only person who stops believing is you. Like if you believe that you can do it, you will then inspire other people that you can do it, and they will believe in you too. But you just can't ever give up, because the moment you give up, everything dies. It is like not watering a plant. It will die if you stop believing and you stop watering it. The only person you're going to let down is yourself. So just never give up. I'm going to keep saying that, because that's all I can really get through my head at this point. Because there are a lot of people I've met in content creation. A lot of them have given up. Like, and it's not that like I honestly think there are a lot of creators that I've met that I think could actually be full-time content creators. And there are some that I believe just with their work ethic, they will make no matter what. But it's they gave up, whether it was, a relationship, whether it was just not seeing success that they believed they deserved, because you have to have thick skin in content creation, whether it's the comments, whether it's the view count, whether it's the sub count, whether it's just the effort you put in a video and you don't think it performed the way you believe it should, because you got to be good at everything. You got to be good at editing. You got to be good at marketing. You got to be funny. You got to do everything. And sometimes one thing's going to lack, and that's the thing that's going to drag you down. Because yeah, like I said before, I don't think I'm the funniest. I don't think I'm the best editor in my group. I don't think I am. There's a lot of things I don't think I'm the best at. But what I do think is that just being with them makes me better. Like I think the longer I'm with my friends, the more the different ways I think of things. And that is a good thing, because like there are jokes where I had the best joke in the group, and when I'm not the funniest one, like that, like them telling me that was the best joke, like completely changed my view on everything. Because it's like, yeah, I think I said one line in like a 10-minute session, because my whole brain is constantly like firing cylinders of trying to think of something. And by the time I do, like they're so quick that they've already moved on to the next topic. And so just whenever I hear that, when it's like, oh yeah, you had the best joke, of like, why were you doubting that? It's like, because I don't think I'm the funniest. And just being told that just gives me that extra thing where it's like, okay, it's just my brain is just different. So this is a good thing. I am thinking on a different way, because at the end of the day, that's also really important in content creation, is if you think like your friends, if you think like everyone else, yes, it's good sometimes, but also just being able to like just think different enough completely changes the conversation. It's great, because then if I mishear something, if I think of something a different way, that's an immediate way for them to either bag on me, which could be funny, which is another way to just steer the conversation. Because if we keep talking about the same thing 10 minutes over and over and over, that's not really that funny, because we're going to have to edit all of that footage. And realistically, we're not going to keep the last 7 minutes of us making a 10-minute bit, because it's going to be boring. We know no one's going to watch a 10-minute video kind of like this of me ranting on, because I don't expect everyone to watch all of this video. Some people might, but like we know, if I'm editing the footage, I don't want to watch a 10-minute video of someone of talking about the same joke over and over and over. So we cut it. And so like being able to think differently in something can completely change the narrative, change the conversation, which will then reinvigorate all of us into a different thinking, and we'll keep the conversation going in a different way, and also easier way to edit, because then we put all the funny bits we want in. What did he say? What was that stupid thing he just said? Okay, well, that's a whole new segue into us doing something else. When I don't think I'm the best at something, I at least can be good at something else to at least help the conversation, help us do something where that is where I think I'm the most beneficial. or where I think I benefit the group the most. I don't think I will ever be the one that makes out of the group for being the funniest. I think I could be the one in the group that is the glue to help us do things. So, I mean, we all have our place, whether you like it or not. It just depends on, are you willing to be the role player? Are you willing to be the guy that comes off the bench? Are you going to be the sixth man? Are you going to be the guy that just kind of gets his year in the limelight, the starting five? But really, realistically, you're not. You're just a role player on every other team. Like, are you willing to be that person? Because some of us has to do it. Someone has to do it. Might as well make your most of the minutes you're getting and enjoy it while it lasts. So I don't know how I turned into another NBA interpretation, but it is what it is. It's kind of it. See ya.